Welcome to the Prophetic Spiritual Warfare podcast with host Kathy DeGraw. In this teaching, learn how to receive and release the ministry of deliverance and conquer spiritual warfare led by the Holy Spirit. Kathy is passionate about exposing the enemy and assisting people to conquer torment in their minds. Kathy's new book, Mind Battles: Root Out Mental Triggers to Release Peace, can be ordered wherever books are sold. Now, get ready to receive revelation, impartation, and deliverance with Kathy DeGraw.
Hey friends, I want to welcome you back to my show. And today I have a topic: have demons rewired your brain? Do you have control of your thoughts, or do your thoughts have control of you? Do you feel like no matter how hard you try to change your thoughts, that you can't? Is it possible that the demonic realm has rewired your brain, rewired your thinking? Well, guys, I hope some of you are enjoying my new book, Mind Battles: Root Out Mental Triggers to Release Peace. If you don't have this yet, I want to encourage you. It is blowing up. People are being changed and transformed in the first chapter, in the first section. Go read the reviews on Amazon, guys. You can grab Mind Battles wherever books are sold or at kathydegrawministries.org. And in there, I'm talking about how the demonic can influence our mind, but also how our mind can be rewired. God actually made our brain to be neuroplastic. It means ever changing. Our mind is ever changing. Our mind ruminates and loops. It goes in the same loop and the same direction. So, can demons infiltrate our mind? Well, we all know there's spiritual strongholds. We know that there's places that demons have lied to us. They tell us that we're rejected. Go out, kill yourself. You're no good. You're never going to amount to anything. We felt the torment from demonic attacks. So can demons rewire our mind? I don't think they have that much power, but I think our mind can be rewired because of what demons did to us. Okay, so I do think it is related. When we have been abused, sexually abused, when we have been rejected over and over again, those demons that are coming after us, okay, they put our mind in an unproductive and negative way. We feel traumatized, tormented, fearful, anxiety. Well, when we manifest those characteristics out over years, they become strongholds in our mind. And so what happens, because our mind is neuroplastic and it's ever changing, all that torment and that trauma over years can change our mind to be tormented and traumatized and have that expectation that we're going to continually be tormented, traumatized. And so can a demon come in and totally change our mind? No. But what they've done to us through the years and how we handle that emotion, that warfare attack, or how we don't press through to our breakthrough, how we take in that rumination, which is a cycling and looping of negative thoughts, of the torment, the fear, and the anxiety, can change our brain because of the neuroplasticity in our brain. And so then if we were in a positive place, a good place, focused on God, and we've had all this torment and all this abuse and all this emotional distress over years, yes, it can change our brain. It can. And so what we have to do is we have to start reeling every thought back in. And the good thing about it is, because God made our brain to be and have neuroplasticity, which is ever changing, we can actually change our mind back from that place of bondage and torment to positive and good and joy and hope and happiness. But it comes in capturing every thought. 2 Corinthians 10:4-5 says to capture every thought. I like to say, let's reel that thought in. Let's reel it in. Let's make it come towards us out of the depths of the pit and the negative things. But friends, I want to be honest, it's work. There was even a time, my husband's like, Kathy, you wrote the book, reel your thought in. I was letting that enemy take me in a negative direction because why? It was easier to go in the negative direction than the positive because that's the way my brain was rewired in the past. Oh, come on. Did you hear that, guys? So it's easier for our brain to go in that negative direction and then that positive because we're accustomed to the negative. We're accustomed to the battle. We're accustomed to the torment. And actually the positive, the hope, and the joy becomes unfamiliar with us because we don't know it, because we know the torment. And so we don't know how to always pull our mind back into that direction. But it was constantly just like reeling that thought in. Kathy, you're better than this. Kathy, don't entertain thoughts from the enemy. I had to get out my little mind battle cards that I've told you guys about, and I had to break agreement with fear, and I had to go through my mind battle cards, and I had to read them, and I had to be like, okay, what does this card say? Torment can't exist if you resist. The battle is in your mind, but it's your mind. You're the only one that can lead yourself to freedom. And so those of you that are listening on a podcast, I have these they're like playing cards, guys, that I made of mind battles. And I have my 14 top tips on them that I needed when I was conquering the mind battles. And so I sell these as a pack of 14 on my website to help you through. But this is one of them. It says, torment can't exist if you resist. The battle is in your mind, but it's your mind. You're the one that can lead yourself to freedom. Obedience and discipline are key to winning the battle. And that's what we have to know, guys. It's key. And we got to be disciplined. And it cannot exist if we resist. But I think that's the issue, is that we've reprogrammed and retrained our mind to accept torment and accept fear and accept anxiety and accept rejection. And so then we don't know how to pull ourselves out of that. But that's really what we need to do, is consistently pull ourselves, reel our thoughts back in. So can the devil reprogram your mind? No, not if you don't let him. Can we, between the strongholds and the things that have happened and our brain being neuroplastic and ever-changing? Yeah. But the good news is God designed it with neuroplasticity, which means we can change it back to the way he originally designed it. I want to encourage you guys, get my book, Mind Battles, Root Out Mental Triggers to Release Peace. Get the Mind Battle cards. Get on your way to freedom. Shop at KathyDeGrawMinistries.org or wherever you buy your favorite book.
Thank you for listening to the Prophetic Spiritual Warfare podcast. Receive additional teaching through Kathy's web church Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Facebook, or through her Prophetic Spiritual Warfare book. I invite you to visit KathyDeGrawMinistries.org for books, mentoring, blogs, or to invite Kathy to speak at your event. Follow Kathy on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram at Kathy DeGraw. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and review the show. This helps our show rise in the rankings and reach more people to bring forth deliverance.